Hello guys and welcome back to Transport Fever, and today it's episode 10, and today we are on the trainers here. That's a nice thing to introduce. We're just going towards Leeds, but yeah, anyway, there we are. Now, there we are, it goes. But anyway, today my plan is I was thinking, what do I want to do? I could either have a couple of ideas. All this area of Satisfy is all quite nicely linked together. I was thinking about potentially linking up Inverness and Scotland, or even putting a line through from Liverpool, but in honesty, my bank balance is not brilliant. We are technically in some years making profit. It just is all over the place, really. You kind of, in about space of a few seconds, get up to nearly a million, and it just running costs go and it all storms down. So my plan for today is to actually make it a bit more efficient, try and sort out some routes, and actually start making a reliable profit, which even with the massive loan I've got, will allow me to start developing things if knowing that it's financially viable. But yeah, anyway, here we are. This is our area. London and Brighton were kind of big metropolis sort of thing. But yeah, anyway. So what I'm going to do is, I think the best way is, be very nice. I think I want to make as dual line. Because honestly, it doesn't take much more money to make them draw, and it saves time, and you'll make the routes quicker. So what I want to do is, like this whole high speed one, I want the whole of a high speed line double tracked. Potentially not round the bridges. The bridges I'm happy leaving as they are. I want the whole of it double tracked pretty much. And just out of interest, how much would it cost to extend the tracks? There's no point just yet. I was wondering. Birmingham, there could be, because we've sort of got people coming both ways through there. Might go for grade in Birmingham, just so we can have bi-directional through Birmingham there. Don't know what passengers will disappear, but I think I've got to remember the passengers will disappear when it's made bigger. But yeah. Just that's what I'm looking at firstly, looking at where station could be bigger. London, I really want to make bigger. So this whole area between Brighton and London is extremely busy with trains everywhere, because everything goes into it, and really it's low capacity. It's kind of eking out the lines. But London, it's actually, you can't physically upgrade it, and it costs a heck of a lot. It's a problem, and I don't know whether that's particularly viable. If I was to get rid of, see, I'll cost 501 grand. So it'll be expensive to upgrade London, basically. It's not going to be cheap. Might be something I need to do, though. Might be something that needs doing, because it's getting a bit silly, all of this. And if we get more trains on the lines like I want more trains doing the whole high speed thing, I think that may be necessary to actually completely sort out. That's just because for a major station, which has loads of people at, and pretty much, if we look at the lines, it has a lot of trains coming in. It has, what's that, 1, 2, 3 different lines, with a couple of trains in each, and honestly, things like this Leeds train, I think I'm bringing the Leeds train into here, just to alleviate traffic pressure. It'd be quite nice if the Leeds train could start from even Brighton and make everything come out of Brighton, up into London, and then to where it needs to go, so it all goes through there. That's kind of a plan there. And yeah, so in terms of line financiality, it's doing okay. I don't know why this train is making a loss, is what I really can't understand, because it's full. It should be making a loss, because it is, but anyway, where is it coming up to? Birmingham. Let's see what happens when it gets to Birmingham. It makes a profit. Okay, we're here. There we are, Birmingham. We have arrived. But let's just see. 3k, you see, so get quite a lot of money there. Oh, I don't know why it's not working. Don't know what's going on with that line. I'm sure we'll make it eventually. I can't see why it's not. The London commuter line, I can't see why that's not working either. Because why? It's full. Is it because I'm not putting enough carriages on? Is potentially it? I don't know. What's the running cost like of it is what I really want to know. But it's all a bit confusing. This plane though, that plane's doing well. The plane is doing very well there. I'm not too sure. It's all a bit messy. I kind of want to, that's why I want to iron some things out. And I'll just try and sort things out. For some reason, the combat's now going into loss making. I really don't know sometimes what's going on with these pricing. But yeah. Anyway, there we are. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fast forward a little bit, get towards the end of the year, around December time, and then pause the game when I've got some more money there. Right, okay, but actually in the green, it's just, the money is all over the place. I can't really actually work out right. But there's like problems with, why the heck is there so much stone there, but why is not as much of it being made into combat? it seems slightly weird actually, but it's all doing that. I'm not too sure what's going on with all the lines. It all seems a bit all over the place. But what I want to do is, firstly, I want to actually double track stations and things and just sort it all out, basically. Double track lines. So let's have a look at the Brighton section. This bit, I think we established that because of how I've managed to do it under that city underpass to bring it in, we may actually be able to. How did that happen? Well, we can double track it. Okay, I'll do that then. Can we actually double? That's impressive. I didn't know we could do that. Okay, well, no, we won't do that. I might mess all of it up. There we are. Well, let's just double track it all then. High speed track over to there and over to there. Double tracking that if I can. And we also want, well, we want just to make it so you can cross over, don't we? And there. And what do we do one? No, okay, fine. And then, just in case, we can do a cross over to the side. So if we can actually go into there, that'll help make it alleviating traffic upon this bit here. We can actually bring all of that into a double track thing. And then, there. So do some nice crossovers there. Good. And Brighton, we won't really be able to double track that station, but it's not an enormous thing. We can kind of bring that in now a bit. Let's see how quickly we can bring it in. Can we bring it in by the station? No. Okay. Now, if we just a little bit more, I want to make it a tight curve as possible, so you get double track as long as possible. Too much slope now. Oh gosh. Right. Let's just have a look at this. So. Strange bit of line on here, isn't it? Too much curvature. Ooh, works. Got it working at last. It's all a bit fiddly this game sometimes, isn't it? And there we are. Looks a bit rubbish, but it works. That's the important bit. So now, what we can do is we can put a one-way signal in there, and then how long will the train is? Another signal for going sort of here and there. So that kind of pretty much creates another track section we can use. I'm not going to make them too short, because otherwise trains will just get disrupted by it. But there you are, that works. And because I can, I'll also put another one on that side for it to clear a section and allow it to work. Not 100% sure how the signals in this game work, but there you are. So that's now double tracking to Brighton. I'm not going to upgrade it because I don't think it's really going to work. And because it's terminus, I don't know how much of a difference it'll make. If we did, it could cost millions. I'm not going to bother upgrading Brighton. But that's probably going to improve that quite markedly, actually. Now, London becomes a bit of a problem at that station. That's a bottleneck, unfortunately, but I think that's just the way it sort of is, really. Okay, so underground. Can we... That'll cost a lot, really. I think that'll probably cost a bit too much to do that, but could do that. But you know what? I think it's all right as it is coming out there, making it single under the tunnel. So now that can do that. Now this bit seems fiddly. Now let's sort out this bit here. So we will make that straight on. I think it's pretty good. Straight on and continue straight on. We won't bother merging that over there, but we'll make all this bit here double, make it 3 line through there, and then delete that and join it up. Good. So that now creates a lot more track sections here on this bit of line, and also because now Brighton has got more track, we can potentially run more trains through there. I don't think it's as much of a problem, and I may have a look at making London double track. I don't think Brighton's as essential because, as I said, it's slightly different being a terminus, but I think London could do a being double. But I think this is mainly a lesson in why it's good to make things double track from the get-go. Good. And we also want another signal there. Good, that creates loads more track sections there. That's now completely doubled up to Birmingham instead of being half-hearted. Because there's no point doing half-hearted. It doesn't actually cost much more, and I think you say more in terms of having more trains being able to run. And then we'll keep that line separate for a freight, so it doesn't merge. No need to make it merge. At the moment, we don't want, the trains just need to do that route. No. What's the problem here? Plymouth, what's it trying to do? Plymouth to Birmingham, that's fine. Could see any problem with that? No, I don't know. It'll probably... Why is that throwing up an objection there? Ah, because that doesn't link in there. Okay, that makes sense. Because the Plymouth train will come in here, we actually will need to move that over at some point. Do it. No, that's going in from there. Get rid of that signal there. No, I don't want to get rid of a track. I want to get rid of the signal. There, and then we can bring it over there, and then put that signal here, so then it can move over lines. Good. Good. There we are. That's all that sorted. And the Plymouth train should wait for anything for it to come clear. Good. Now, Birmingham. We can make that double track, I bet. I think that could do a double track. So, apply. Probably get rid of the passengers. Oh wait, it doesn't do that anymore. I thought it used to get rid of them all. Good. So now that can be double track through Birmingham as well. I'm just basically thinking, let's just go and make this double track so it becomes more efficient. It just makes it easier that way. And then we can just sort out this intersection here. That can join up with that line there. That one can go round the edge. And then we can do another signal here. And probably do another one here. Good. And then coming out of Birmingham, that will also now be double. Hopefully the curve radius allows for it. Just. Whereas apparently a collision with that bit of track. Because of the curve radius, I presume. It's fine. Just do it as tight as we possibly can. Yeah, really like that. It's a very tight corner. There we are. Now you do a tight corner there. And then we can do another one round there. It's very tight, this bend. It's awkward to actually place it in. Do it like tight corners. But there we are. And then we want to probably signal at the end of the corner. Here and here. And then that's kind of marked out. Put another. That's probably actually okay blocking there. Maybe I could put one in the middle. Might work. I don't think it'll go over block. If there's a train in it, I don't think it's an enormous problem. It's just basically making it work as well as it possibly can for the network I've got. Because it's... I didn't in the early stages, I was quite new to playing this game and I didn't plan it very well. As in, there's a lot of things which could have gone a lot better with how the financials in this game have worked. And if when I do my next series, I probably will do multiple ones of series in this game. I will learn from that and make it better. And that one, yeah. Good. That is all that sorted. All the way up to Liverpool is now double track, and then it goes into single filler, which is so much a problem. Terminus, and we should see that it's now gone through both tracks in Birmingham. Good. Good, good, good. That will help that, I believe. And what's the beam of that? Very slow on that corner. There we are. That will help. Down Plymouth, I'm not so fussed about the whole tracking system on that. I don't think it's so much of a problem. Because not much goes down that bit of line anyway. It's a freight line, and then you've got... Yeah, because this bit's all single use anyway, and it's just for the passing points to let the freight by, isn't it? Really. But it joins that anyway. Tempted to make it double track to there, but I save my money for a little bit. Norwich, I'm fine with how that works. That's only a smaller line. This bit up here, in fairness, that it does get used. Actually, oh, hang on. Yeah. See that bit there? That bit of line from here does get used a tad, but I don't think it's an enormous issue in itself. I don't think it frustrates that too much. Not too much, but I don't think that's so bad, that line there, because that doesn't get served by so many. And actually, the London Leeds train, I'm now not going to do from London North. I'm actually going to now do it from Brighton, because now I've extended it. It should be slightly easier to do that, and then it could use a circle line to go around. That'll be faffing. And then it'll go from London North, and then Leeds all the way up here. And then I wonder if we could, yeah, it would work. I figure we could use that line, but then London North and London again. There we are. Just for I should call right now Brighton to Leeds. Brighton to Leeds. Train. Good. There you are. That's working nicely. That should be better, because I'm thinking if you've got more space here, like, you know, we've got things, then I think it's easier to run because you've got more sections. It's only really one section where it becomes issue, which is through London, and I'll probably end up making that all double anyway in a bit, and then just make Brighton single. So what else is there we can do in terms of passenger? I think up to Leeds, I'm happy with how the railway is. It is single track for a bit of it, but there's reasonable passing places. That was a passing place there, a passing place beyond that, another passing place, and another passing place for it. That's mostly fine. So I'm actually now, I think I'm quite happy with the rail network, which is good. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to wait for a bit more money to come in, and then I'll look at upgrading the trains. Okay, for now, just because that's not all working, because it's not able to go into there before it works, and I've not got any money basically. I'm actually going to change this Brighton to Leeds train. I'm actually going to revert it to just going back from London North at the moment, because it's just not really working about. So the whole Brighton bit, and that can go, and then it will just go back to London North, and that should work slightly better, although everyone's gone off the train now, so that's just anyway, should go back into London North, and there's passengers there waiting for it, hopefully. Yeah, there's some people. But anyway, finance, bad. What I'm actually going to do is, because I'm getting fed up, right, you can take 100 million of loan. I'm actually going to take a big 100 million loan. That's all the loan I'm ever going to be able to take, because I need to do something about all this infrastructure, which is getting horrendous. So, this fuel train. The fuel train is one of the few things which I've actually managed to get to work. Surprisingly, it actually worked for us. It's nothing. So where is it? There. And it's got no carriages. So what I'm going to do is, while I've got it all paused, I'm not going to bring it back to the depot straight away, but I will buy a load of tank wagons, very only what it can do, that's fine. Oh, they're extortionate wagons. Goodness. Why are you going to pay that much? Gosh, that's extortionate. Pinette. Actually really bad money, that's a lot. Get one of those. Wow. That surprised me, that's not necessarily a small amount of money. But that has not got the capacity I want. It's got all the old wagons and see, it is replaced. It's meant to be being replaced with that when I get enough money for it to do so. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. What is it? Power rating good, loading speed. It's really old, that train, man. That's a problem. It's getting, I think, yeah, just getting really run down there. Now that's actually interesting, Mag. That's, I don't think I'm going to be able to afford to get any extra wagons to that, actually. So I think, well, I have to probably leave that train. That's actually annoying how a wagon's cost. Oh, that's extortionate. 1 million? Goodness, I'm not spending that much. Right. So, what else can I do? This train here, I've probably had more carriages to him. I'm really struggling to ideas, really. None of it. Nothing's being profitable is the issue. Wagons. Oh, expensive. Never afford them. What can I do? That is actually the question. It's actually hard. I don't fully understand why some things are losing money. Like, why is that losing money when it's got so many trains on? I'm actually going to London Commuter Line. I'm actually going to send that back to the depot, 'cause that's just not working, really, that line. And potentially revive it at a later date. Plymouth Liverpool train, that one could work. It did make a profit in that year. The plane's doing brilliantly. Trams are being trams when they get people to the station, so I see it as differently. That there, Belfast Ferry is doing appallingly, but I'll wait a bit with that one. And see what happens. I might stop growing. Combat, it can work, and it has worked. This line here, Island Combat, I actually want to get some more for the Island Combat, because that line works. Yeah, that line works. So let's find loads of road. Let's get loads of these. And set them all to Island Combat. Because that line is doing quite well, actually. There, so I've got a lot more on Island Combat. Buses, fuel train. I think that's just the way it'll be, really. But it is making money, that line. And that Leeds train, that has been making money. Norwich can make money. High speed, I think that will make money that after a few more times. I think that will start being fine. Just knowing really what to do. This ferry here is not doing well, really. It's not working, but I'll see what happens when it goes in. So I think really let that one come in and then just see what I can do, really. Now I'm going to leave that shit. I just made 50k there, and that might be enough to pay for itself eventually if I can get up numbers. So how is that commuter train doing? Where's it got to? Ah, okay, it's in the depot, that's fine. So, in the depot there. That, I wonder if I can use that anywhere else, that train. That's what I want to know. I'm thinking that I'll probably keep all of that. No point to remind you. Don't know what I'm going to use it for immediately. Okay, let's sell that there. I'll get us $1 million. Not, if you're wondering about loss of money, it's not too bad. 1 million only cost me 600k. Now these carriages here, those carriages, I'm actually going to bring back the. Where's the high speed train gone? Where's that? There. No, it's a Liverpool train. Where's the? That's a fuel train. Where's the high speed one? Gone. Is that it? Ah, okay. So I'm going to send that to depot now, and then I'm going to hope it goes into that one, and then I'm going to add those carriages to it, because I think that's part of the problem. If more carriages, there's loads of people wanting to use that line. I might as well use those extra carriages to add to it, and just hope for the best really. And also hope it's not too long. That could be a problem. Money's actually working. Oh wow. 4.5. Come on. Oh, stomp down again. See, it happens, but that's actually could work slightly better for that money. That's sort of a positive now. If I can stay above 2 million, that would be helpful. Just always being losing money. Right, in here, go. Okay, you get added. 160 meters, exactly on it. There you are. Right into Liverpool high speed. There you are. That might be slightly more profitable as a train now. What else can we do? Commuter line, that's been shut down. That wasn't doing well at all, really. It's a good idea, and I think it can be a good idea if I persevere a bit more, but it just wasn't working at that point. That train, I think that can work. That will work, I'm pretty sure. What else is there? Ferries, I think they can work as well. There's things I'm having faith in working. It may think, oh, that's naive, but I do think they'll work. Now, this combat train, I think that can work. Like, it's just made a profit now, that combat train. This Island Combat is doing well, actually, here. Let's have a look at how Island Combat's doing. It's still got a big stockpile. No, okay, that should be okay for a bit with all that stuff there. So, actually, that is looking healthier. That one well, made a big loss more recently, but I can now take 126 passengers, so I'm going to watch that, get it down to 5. So I'll put it on fast forward for you, and then I'll just analyse what money we've got then. Because just can't really explain my mobile. I'm just trying to see if it gets 126 passengers, because if we do that, we'll start making money. Basically. Yeah, there you are. That train definitely is making money now. Quite made $1 million just coming in there. That's a lot. And that will be making a profit soon. So that is good. That train works. We're doing okay, better financially than we were actually. And you know what? Actually, no, I'm going to keep that loan out there. It's just a bit of a draft thing. And yeah, but anyway, this train here, I do maybe potentially want to replace the carriages on it. I've not got quite enough money yet, but that will be a plan. I think the next thing I'll focus on is doing that. But yeah, hopefully that thing can start helping, so we may be able to start making more money. Oh, we're still on green though, still on profit. What did, yeah, we lost some money, but we spent money on things. See, look, that's now making 1.13 million, and whoa, loads of stone all kicking off. You know what, I'm going to put a bunch more trucks on this line, 'cause this line's starting to make something. So, 1, 2, whip line all, where are we going to put them? Island Combat. And for some reason, I'll have some of these in this depot. How old are they? 31 years. Norwich Road Depot. You know what? Let's go to Norwich Road Depot. And I'll set all of those to Island Combat, because you can actually get to Island Combat from there. It'll take about a year to get there, but I might as well put them to use. It'd be the only way we do it is actually going all the way up into Scotland and round. But it is possible, so I'll get there in probably about half a year. And I thought I might as well use them. But yeah, there you are. That is me a lot happier with financials in this game. And hopefully it means I can do more. There was still a lot in my bed, but things like these trains, look, these trains just popped into profit now. Norwich, that's full. That just gonna, I think that will start making money and things. And trams are just trams, really. I'm not so fussed about how trams work and money they make, because they give people to stations. I think they are useful. But that train, that one's making money. That's doing okay. That one is now doing fine again. They're kind of minimal losses, and I'm kind of want to keep to see how it does. The Dublin one sort of does make some money in some years, so I'm keeping those just for now to see how they do. And then buses, they'll make a loss, but not an enormous one. Norwich buses are a bit abysmal, really. They're not doing very well, but they're going, people. And then that Plymouth Liverpool train are making money, and the play for some reason isn't making much money last year. Probably just have a routes run line up, but yeah, so that is actually looking reasonable. There's nothing making a stonkingly big loss, and we should start seeing ourselves going to more positive territory of money, meaning that I can further develop things. Like, there's a few more things I want to do. In terms of how much longer I'm going to be playing on this map for, I don't know, probably not too much longer, because I've done quite a lot. All this area here is populated quite nicely. I do want to, before it ends, link together Ireland. I want to focus on Ireland a little bit. I've done basically, I'll potentially, from there I could, we need both of them, but I could potentially do something or other in Ireland maybe. But I don't really think there's much more I can do actually on all of these things. And then I'll probably also just take a train up to Inverness. So I think maybe my plan is make a train up to there, so have passenger link in every city basically. And do it on Ireland. I'd see if there's any more freight runs, and then I don't really think there's much more I can do here on this map, but that'll be about another 4 or 5 episodes. I've got some plans still, and this train I do want to upgrade, but that can take loads more, it's just money. But yeah, anyway, there you are. I'm going to end off that video there, because I think it's gone on for a reasonable amount of time, and I'm quite pleased with what we've done. I think that will help with future videos. But anyway, there we are, so yeah, so hopefully you enjoyed that. It was a little bit less of a productive episode, but I think but then again, it will help me do loads of things in other episodes, because I couldn't even go and make a few choices. So anyway guys, thanks for watching. Please comment, like, subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.